Hello and welcome to the third Q&A, O'Keefe's third Q&A. Welcome to it. Here we are. So, without further ado, let's jump right down to it so we can get to everybody's questions and be fair to everybody. And hopefully you all hear what you want to hear and learn a little something. Starting now. The first question comes from SuperMew9001. He has 3 questions. Do you like CFC meme fight? Do I like Cartoon Fight Club meme fights? They're okay, yeah. I mean, if I had to pick a specific one, my favorite would probably be John Cena MLG versus classic meme Chuck Norris. So if that helps you in any way, if that answers your question, then there you go, buddy. Moving on to your second question, SuperMew9001's second question is this. SuperMew9001's second question is, if you had one power, what will it be? So I guess you mean superpower. Obviously speed. I would have to go with speed, like Barry Allen, the Flash's type of speed, because with that type of speed, you can accomplish a lot more than just running a race. That kind of speed can hurt people. He's a generator of Speed Force. I would love to have that kind of speed as a power, to be able to time travel, to hit with the force of a dying star, you know, your infinite mass punch. That kind of speed is crazy. Barry Allen all the way. Your third question is this. Third question, Metal Sonic or Zero? Zero all the way, folks. For the next death battle, I'm going with Zero. So those are SuperMew9001's 3 questions. Let's move on down the line here, folks. The next 3 questions are coming from the Raptor. Are you a fan of the Voting Versus show, Superpower Beatdown? Oh yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Superpower Beatdown. Big fan of Darth Vader versus Gandalf the Grey. Definitely a big fan of the Green Ranger versus Ryu. All of them are good. Those are just my 2 favorites. So your second question is this. Second question, which Epic Island battle do you feel has been the best so far? Well, since I did kind of reboot the series, I guess if I had to pick from my original Epic Island battle, I'd have to say Killua versus Toph. I'm sure a few people went into it thinking Toph was going to win, but when you really break it down and get to the research part, Killua actually does beat Toph. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, Toph is incredible. I'm not going to get into specifics, but she's an incredible character. She's strong in her universe. Killua is ultimately faster and aggressive, and I'm not going to get into it, but that would probably be my personal favorite. I feel like would be the best would be Killua versus Toph. I put a lot of research effort and a lot of work into that one. If that answers your question. Question 3 from the Raptor. What inspired you to make videos? That's a good question. There's a few inspirations. I mean, all together, my little brothers and sisters, a lot of other YouTubers, I guess I could say, inspire me. Like, I'm trying to do this to entertain people, to make them feel better, to help inspire them that they can do stuff too, and trying to make people's, I guess, fictional fantasy fights come true. So, I mean, I'm inspired by a lot. I mean, as far as Versus show, I mean, Cartoon Fight Club definitely was a big inspiration there. And my little brothers and sisters really wanted me to do it. A lot of other people wanted me to do it, and I've really grown a little bit in the Versus community and all around. And it really inspired me. You know, a lot of people inspire me to do this. So I hope that answers your question. So those are the Raptors' 3 questions. Let's move on down the line to the next person's questions. How about that? The next 3 questions are coming from Corey Jackson. Corey Jackson's first question is, what is your least favorite CFC? My least favorite Cartoon Fight Club? That's tricky. I mean, I don't really have a least favorite. I mean, if I had to really choose, I guess it would be, I don't know. I honestly cannot answer that. I don't really have a least favorite. They all really entertain me, but it is a good question. I'm sorry I couldn't fully answer it. Question 2 from Corey Jackson. What is your favorite Pokemon? Favorite Pokemon, huh? Charizard all the way, folks. Got to go with Charizard for my favorite Pokemon. Question 3. Question 3. What is your philosophy of life? Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. No, but really, my philosophy is live your life, help others, be stress-free. You know, live your life, be positive to others and yourself, and you'll be stress-free. You know, basically no worries. You know, all is well. That's my philosophy. I guess it kind of falls into that. A little more complex, but yeah, just basically Hakuna Matata with a little more complexity to it. Great questions, man. Moving on down the line. Next questions are coming from Springtrap Abbas 2. His first question is, what is your favorite Death Battle episode? War Greymon vs. Charizard, hands down, my friend. My favorite Digimon, War Greymon, fighting my favorite Pokemon, Charizard. So, that's my favorite. Question 2, gonna have to be this. Do you like anime? Do you like a anime? Yeah. Definitely love an anime. I love Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Afro Samurai, stuff like that. Definitely. Question 3 from Springtrap Boss 2. Who would win, Bill Cipher or Azrael? Bill Cipher. In my opinion, Bill Cipher. Great 3 questions, my friend. Moving on down the line to the next set of questions. Next question comes from Young Cody. He has one question only from Young Cody. What is your name? Well, I won't tell you my entire name, but I will say this. My last name does actually come from an Irish name. Like, my relatives actually did sail over from Ireland, my great-great-grandfather. So O'Keefe is partially right for my last name. It's not exactly O'Keefe, but it's similar to that. As far as my first name, it's Brandon. That's all I'll say. Last name is similar to O'Keefe, and my first name is Brandon. Next questions. Unfortunately, folks, I'm going to have to divide this Q&A up into 2 separate videos. I only have time to get to one more person's set of questions as of now, but there are enough questions for me to make a separate Q&A, which I have already put in process. So if you didn't hear your questions today, I'm promising you right now, within the next 2 days, you will hear your questions. So the next set of questions and the final set of questions for today's Q&A come from Brandon Gaming VA. His first question is, why did you choose the name Corin O'Keefe? Nice question. Well, you see, Corin, obviously from Dragon Ball as a whole, probably my second favorite character in the series, Corin the cat. I've always found him interesting. I wish Akira Toriyama would have touched base on him a little more. Obviously, we know him as a sage. He's basically like 500 years old. He created the Sensu beans, trained Kid Goku a little bit, gave him the Ultra Divine Water. Yada. We know the basics, but I love the character. Akira Toriyama got the design for Corin from his own house cat. And Corin is a cool name in my opinion. And it kind of grows on O'Keefe. Like I mentioned, O'Keefe, from the Irish part of my family, my great-great-grandfather was pure-blooded Irish, came over from Dublin, Ireland in a boat. So I just figured, why not do 2 things I love and eventually would kind of go together. So Corin O'Keefe, it's not exactly original, but the 2 names aren't original, but you put them together and it's an original name, if you know what I'm saying. Next question from Brandon Gaming VA is this. Second question is, favorite All-Star Showdown? Favorite All-Star Showdown is going to have to be Star-Lord versus Han Solo, which is actually very close to being tied with Wolverine versus Shredder. Now, I know I shouldn't pick that because I actually co-hosted that, but that's actually the perfect reason why I should. I mean, that's definitely close to being tied with Han Solo and Star-Lord. And he really did great on the script. He did great with the editing. The animation was superb. I had fun co-hosting with him on that. But other than that, all around, Star-Lord versus Han Solo, unique, incredible match. Almost didn't agree with it, but now I definitely do. It's my favorite. Third question from Brandon Gaming VA. Favorite Pokemon? Charizard, man. Charizard. Fourth question. Fourth question from Brandon Gaming VA. Favorite Smash Bros. Character. What is my favorite Smash Bros. Character? Well, from Melee, you see, Melee and Brawl are my two favorite games, but if I had to choose all around, I guess Solid Snake and Sonic the Hedgehog as a whole. From that specific game, Brawl. So I guess them as a whole, yeah. Snake and Sonic are technically Super Smash Bros. Characters. So yeah, those are my favorite. I guess I'd have to pick Sonic over Snake. And with that being said, that's the conclusion to the first part of O'Keefe's Q&A. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Stay tuned the next couple of days to hear the second part of O'Keefe's Q&A and the other shout-outs that I'll be giving out in the next couple of days as well. As always, have a great and a blessed day. Corn O'Keefe out. Peace.